Good morning, friends and fellow traders. This is Doug Campbell with Right Way Options and your morning market preparation video for December 28th, 2017. Well, as you guys can likely hear in my weak voice, I've been quite ill over the last several days and starting to heal up, and we're finally able to talk a little bit today. I will keep my talking to a limit today because I don't want to, lose my voice again. So, what do we have going on here? Well, not a big surprise to see as we wind down this year, to see this market just kind of chopping sideways, marking time as we wind up this amazing record-breaking year. Notice we have just a nice little light volume consolidation going on here. But yesterday there was a slight uptick in volumes. And that really came in at the very end of the day. If I were to go to a short-term chart, here again, we had a big surge, more than what we've been seeing lately here. And this is, dark pool activity being consolidated to the market. But as you can see right here, but we may have a shot. You never want to rule out, a market like this that's been so incredibly strong with 25,000, only 225 points up here. You never want to rule that out. And this morning we see the bulls pushing here in the futures market up slightly. I got to be honest, it seems unlikely that, with volumes dropping off the way they have, that we would actually make a run for 25,000. But doggone it, you don't want to rule that out this year. Ruling out or thinking that the bulls were finished would have been a mistake all year, and it could possibly be a mistake yet as we wind up this year. So kind of keep that in mind. But if you do decide to trade, and I can tell you right now, I do not plan to trade. I will be more focused on building that shopping list for next year. Capturing gains that I do have in my account, protecting my capital as we head into another long weekend ahead. So kind of keep that in mind. SPY doing exactly the same thing, just chopping. Nothing here that says bearishness, nothing here that says tremendous bullishness, but it is positive that we're still holding up, that there's really no sellers coming into the market, which I think is very, very positive. Taking a look at the Qs. The Qs had a little bit more struggle here with that gap down. But this morning, the Qs are showing bullishness, wanting to gap back up. So kind of keep an eye on this. If the bulls get some inspiration, who knows what could be possible. So keep an eye on it. IWM, also just no sellers here. And that's what I really want to point out is there's really no buying going on, but there's really no selling going on either. No one really seems to fear this market yet. So that's what gives me just this tiny little bit of pause that the bulls could still step back in and make a hard push for that 25,000 print. Let's take a look at the VIX here. VIX is also showing just very little fear in the market. We have rallied up here just a little bit, but very little fear in the market as we look at this chart. We see we've been in this amazing downtrend here all year. We're down here below 10.5 in the VIX. I just don't know if we can get enough inspiration or activity over the next 2 days to really change that. But, you know, again, you never want to say never. Let's take a look at T21, 22. And you can see here in the T21, 22, we're in no way, shape, or form, in a place where we would be worried about a bearish reversal. And we're quite a ways away from that bullish area as well. We're just kind of chopping around this mid zone. So be careful, be watchful, stay focused, don't become complacent. That's really the last thing you want to do is be complacent. The market can always, may have another trick or two up its sleeve. So kind of keep an eye on that. There's very little in the way of earnings. There's 9 companies reporting today. Almost all of those companies that are reporting today are basically penny stocks. About the only thing that I looked at that would have maybe any merit is this CLMT that's reporting. Everything else is like sub $5 stocks. There is one other that's reporting today that's above that, but this thing has such low volume. I don't see anything here that's going to move the market in those earnings. So kind of, keep that in mind. We're running out of those things that may inspire us to move higher. The economic calendar today, we have 3 items on the agenda here that are, big items. International trade goods. That's expected to moderate just a little bit, the deficit there. Kind of a surprising deficit, to be honest, but it is expected to moderate just a little bit today. Jobless claims are also expected to decline in this record-breaking year, in this extremely strong job market. So that's also a positive thing. And then we have the petroleum status report, and this one could be critical to the day. And the reason I say that is energy prices have been moving higher, and if we want to have any chance of being inspired, I think, to really push higher, we need this to show a decline in supplies. If we see a decline in supplies, we could definitely see the market push just a little bit more as those oil companies and energy companies are starting to kind of come up out of a bottom and show a little bit of a strength as we wind up the year. So with that, everyone, hey, I want to say thank you, and I apologize for having been under the weather, not getting a video out, but hopefully you understand. Everyone, take care. I will be around all day, but I got to be honest, there's not going to be a chance I'm going to be sitting here watching the market chop around. I'll be doing other things and trying to, really prepare for next year, I guess, and not be. I see no reason to be chasing around a light volume market. It's a really good way to give up good profits, and we've had a tremendous year. Right way options as of yesterday, we're up 97% on the year. I don't think there's any reason to be rushing to a light volume market with results like that. So everyone have a great day. Be safe. And I will talk to you all tomorrow morning. And by the way, folks, if this is the first time you have seen this information, please click, and if you find this useful, please click on that subscribe button on YouTube and the follow me button on Facebook. And please feel free to share this information, these videos, with any friends or family that you might think would be helpful. So everyone take care. Talk to you all very, very soon, bright and early tomorrow morning.